The SR engine is a series of 1.6, 1.8 or 2 litre straight 4 gasoline engines manufactured by Nissan spanning 2 decades. It was designed with an aluminium head block, steel sleeves, and has a double overhead cam 4 valve per cylinder head. Some models also saw the integration of variable valve timing. The engine was used in many small to medium Nissan vehicles, including high-performance turbocharged variants. It was designed by Nissan as a replacement for the earlier CA series of engines and was later replaced by the QR and MR series of engines. If you would like to know more about the CA series of engines, please see the video listed below. The SR20, like the Sr18DET, was turbocharged intercooled engine. It was Nissan's popular 4-cylinder engine fitted to a variety of cars, most notably the S13 chassis, Nissan Silvia and 180SX. The main reasons the SR replaced the CA engines was that they were deemed too expensive to produce due to its cast iron block. The CA also no longer met Japanese emission standards. The SR20 was first introduced in the U12 Nissan Bluebird, available in a transverse-mounted front-wheel drive and four-wheel drive arrangements in October 1989. The first revisions of the SR20 found in a rear-wheel drive arrangement started in the S13 Nissan Silvia and Nissan 180SX, where production started in 1991. The SR20 was retired in most Nissan vehicles in August of 2002. The Nissan Silvia was the longest running model to use it, ending with the S15 series in 2002. The SR engines were replaced with the QR20DE engine in most applications. There were a variety of offerings in the SR engine lineup, such as the SR16VE, available in the Pulsar, Lucino and Sunny, the SR16VE N1, available in the Pulsar, VZR tuned by Autech, the SR18DI, found primarily in the Primea, Sunny, Bluebird and the Avenir, the SR18DE, available in the Primea, Sunny and a variety of other vehicles, the SR20DI, found solely in the Primera, the SR20DE, also the SR20DET, God's engine, was also widely available in a large selection of cars listed below. It was available as a turbo version compared to the naturally aspirated SR20DE. Power outputs range from 201 horsepower to 247 horsepower. The SR20VE, found in the following vehicles, and last but not least the SR20VET, found solely in the Nissan X-Trail. This was the first turbocharged engine from Nissan with variable valve lift, produced exclusively for the Japanese market. There was a bunch of different camshaft options available between the SR20DE and DET. They are as follows. These range from 232 degrees to 248 degrees in duration, 8.66mm in lift all the way up to 10mm in lift. The SR engine codes are as follows. The SR denoting the engine family, 20 referring to 2 litres of displacement, D dual overhead camshafts, E electronic multi-point fuel injection, and T turbocharger. There were 5 main iterations of the SR20. The first being the red top, which was produced between 1989 and 1994. This was found in the U12 and 13 Bluebird, as well as the S13 Silvia 180SX, featuring a T25G turbo. Following this came the black top in 1994 to 1998, found in the 180SX, also with the T25G turbo. Following this came the black top VCT engines. These were produced also between 1994 and 1998. These came with variable cam timing, also known as VCT. Some of these engines also came with T28 journal and ball bearing turbos. Also between 1995 and 2002 were the silver top engines. These were found in the Avenir and the Renaissance. The final iteration of the engine was produced between 1999 and 2002. These shared very similar characteristics to the VCT blacktop that were already being produced. Most notably, they received a new 6-speed manual transmission, the final iteration of the T28 ball bearing turbo, and larger 480cc injectors with a revision of the intake manifold. As mentioned previously, there were two main variants of turbochargers found on the SR20DET. The first iteration was the T25 that was offered in both a T25G and a T25 ball bearing. Succeeding this was a slightly large T28, available in bush and ball bearing configurations. These came on Pulsars, GTIRs and mainly S14 and 15 Silvias. These are a common upgrade for the T25 turbocharger as they can make more power and fit in the factory location. There were a few transmission options available for the SR20DET. They were mainly a 5-speed manual transmission, which was most common. The majority of SR20DET's equipped vehicles came with the 5-speed manual transmission. Most argued that this 5-speed is the strongest in the lineup and usually the most easiest to find. Following this was the 6-speed manual transmission. These transmissions have closer gear ratios, and they were found later on VCT engines, mostly in the S15s. These allowed for better acceleration and top-end performance. Some argue that these are weaker than the 5-speed transmissions. And finally, there was the automatics. These were quite rare and not commonly sought after due to the performance nature of the SR20DET engine. The SR20 can see significant power gains from relatively simple modifications. If you are looking to start modding your SR20DET, you should first look at installing an intake with pod filter, followed by a 3-inch exhaust from the turbo back. These two mods will help the engine breathe significantly better. After this, you can install an intercooler, which will help decrease intake air temps. And finally, you should organize a dyno tune to recalibrate the engine based on the modifications you have installed. These mods will also allow you to increase the boost on your factory turbocharger. From here, the sky's the limit. The SR20DET eventually became a legend in the tuning world. Its influence extended beyond the 2000s, and its legacy can still be seen today in the hearts of car enthusiasts and the continued use of the SR20 in various projects. Whether you're a fan of drifting, drag, or you just appreciate a well-tuned machine, the SR20DET has something for everyone. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more content. Stay tuned for my next video. Cheers.